Here I have two of my most expensive snakes. They both were $10,000 each. And in this video, I'm gonna tell you why I'm getting rid of my ball python collection and how come I've lost probably over $100,000 at this point in snakes. So let's just get straight into it. So here we have an Orange Dream, Desert Ghost, Leopard, Pied ball python. So this guy was $10,000. And over here we have an Orange Dream Clown ball python, Pied as well. So these guys both cost me $10,000 at the time. I would say now they're probably worth about 3,500 bucks. And in these racks, I have a ton of ball pythons. About the same, right? They all cost me between $1,500 to $10,000. I think I spent overall probably over 100 grand, to be honest, in ball pythons. I kind of got really carried away because when I first moved to America, right? I remember seeing a picture of a normal pied ball python. Let me show you what one of them looks like, where it's just pied, no other genes at play. This one here, this is a standard pied ball python, right? So this is what a regular ball python would look like. This pattern would be over its entire body, but the pied adds these blocks of white. You actually get it in all kinds of animals. You can get it in horses, like pretty much every animal can have the pied gene. I know my friend Jay at Prehistoric Pets has pied dwarf caiman. It's just super, super cool. Apparently they're worth more than Bugatti, which is absolutely insane.
What?
But this pied gene is what makes these snakes look so cool. And when I first saw it, I thought it was fake. I saw the picture online, I was like, okay, that's Photoshop. This is before AI, kids. And then when I realized it was a real thing, I wanted one of these snakes so bad. And I believe when this first genetic mutation happened, they were about $15,000 or so a snake. And now these are worth 350 bucks, or maybe even less. The more that becomes available, the less they're worth. Ball pythons are the most dimorphic animal on the planet, which means they have the most gene variants, right? So which is all these different color variations. And when people create new ones, they give them new names. Basically, if you can create one of the first ones in the world, they can be worth a lot of money. But then as people breed them out more and more, they become less valuable as more hit the market. So the problem with the ball python game really is, it's kind of like breeders breeding these amazing snakes and kind of selling them to each other, because who really wants a $10,000 plus pet snake unless you're thinking of it as an investment where you're going to breed it and create something new. So if you were to be a ball python breeder, you kind of buy these expensive animals, and time you're ready to breed them, they're already worth like a quarter of what you paid for because everybody's already bred them out. My original idea was, I guess at the time, I love animals and I thought, you know what, why don't I get a little bit of ball python breeding? So I bought a big collection of snakes. I spent an absolute ton of money. And then I bought this rack here. This is from Freedom Breeder. I got told by a lot of people, did a bunch of research, that apparently ball pythons like living in a hole in the ground, so this makes them feel more secure. Ball pythons are very inactive snakes compared to things like reticulated pythons and more arboreal snakes that climb and stuff like that. For instance, these guys will go on hunger strikes, right? Where they won't even eat for 6 months. You're gonna freak out and think what's going on. They just don't really seem to have a lot going on. Let me show you some more cool ones that I have. This snake is super, super cool. Let me show you. So this one, it looks very similar. Let me show you another one that looks close. All right, so here we have the crazy snake, and here we just have a standard albino pied. Can you guys spell the difference? This snake is like literally 10 times the price of this snake. Can you tell the difference? Sorry about my parrot in the background. But yeah, you can really see the difference in like how pretty these snakes can be. So this one over here, this one also has about 6 genes in it, like this one does as well. So I'll read you out what this one has in it. Both super pretty snakes. See how crazy the colorations can get? It's just the patterns, the colors. So there's different genes that change the pattern, and there's different genes that change the colors. Ooh, he's getting angry.
He's angry.
This is a super high Orange Dream Enchi Firefly Leopard Clown. This snake was $6,000. If you guys know what this snake is worth now, write it down in the comments, because I don't know. It's definitely not worth $6,000 anymore. He's a little bit mad. You can hear him pissing. I'm definitely keeping these ones. I'm really going to be cutting down the size of the collection. Jeez. And then I would like...
Jeez.
The rattlesnake just hit the glass. He's obviously hungry. He's a hungry little dude. I'm going to be cutting down the size of the collection, so I'm going to be listing a lot of these snakes on Morph Market. They're all really healthy, great condition, and all the rest of it. But like I said, I don't want to be a ball python breeder. I want to keep like my top 10 favorite snakes, breed them for a bit of fun. But I'd also like to move them into more display style enclosures where they have more room, they have hides, they can come out, they can do different things. And I would also like to appreciate them more, because once you have them in a rack system, you just don't get to see them the same way. And what I'm going to repurpose this rack for will be for babies. But if you guys are interested in buying some of the snakes, like this one here will definitely be for sale. And she is, you know, she's a gorgeous, gorgeous snake. I will have them all on my Morph Market account, which I need to get active. I'm gonna take all the photos and we'll list them all. Hopefully it'll be live at the same time as this video is live. Oh, then we have Ozzy over here by the door, who is very interested by this room, but he's a good boy and he knows not to come in. So this one's going through a little bit of a shed right now. We're gonna have to clean this off by soaking it in a tub. Getting this shed off, I tell you, it's always so like satisfying, just like ripping off the skin and just seeing how pretty. But these ones are all really from Canada. I only have one. The xanthic gene, which is the lightning in this, which makes it that dark coloration, is recessive, which means I would have to have 2 visual parents to create babies that have that visual coloration in them. What I probably would like to do with this one is breed this guy to like a clown, create all hets, and then breed them back to each other so then I can create a lightning clown pied. Like something cool that hasn't been done before. I've never seen that. I would like to do some cool stuff with like the 10 best snakes that I had, which are about the 10 that cost about $10,000 at the time of buying them. Like I said, they're not worth that anymore. I just want to concentrate on a few fun little projects to enjoy. Okay, so for example, here's another cool snake I have. This is the banana ball python. So the banana has this cool yellow speckled color, which is obviously very different to, you know, this kind of yellow there. These guys were very expensive. So when I first bought my banana ball python, he might have been 3 grand or something. I don't even know what they're worth now, maybe like $500 or less. They come out all male, and then eventually somebody did breed it to make them a female version of a banana, which are more expensive. Mine are all male. I have a whole bunch of banana ball pythons. As you can see, all my snakes are super, super healthy. So these will all be listed. So there's gonna be a lot of albinos, a lot of bananas, and there's gonna be some other cool ones, some leopards and stuff like that. I have mahogany ball pythons. Let me show you what a mahogany looks like if I can find her. Oh, here she is. Look at that. Really cool snake. This one here is a leopard. I think it's a leopard orange dream. He just has the head stamp, so this guy's probably gonna be up for grabs. That's a leopard pied, but he's got very slight amount of pied in him. He'll be up for grabs. So you guys can see, so I can show the proof here, right? With the receipts. So here we have the orange dream leopard desert ghost pied that I showed you guys. Invoice fully paid. That was 8 grand there, but my deposit was 2, so we have 10,000 paid in full. I really did pay 10 grand for a lot of these snakes. It's madness. Madness. Don't do it. Just find the genes that you like, have fun breeding them, just have a good time with it. That's what you should be doing in the hobby, right? Just don't try and be some like tycoon of ball python breeding. I want to get different animals like wallabies. I want to build my mini farm. I want to have, jeez, my parrot's loud. I want to have a self-sustaining facility, right? Where I breed my own chickens and ducks and have goats and pigs and the whole thing. So I want to basically live off the grid with that, and then also have fun, like I said, with the reptiles as well. You know what's crazy? So I bought this and I haven't even used it. It's an ultrasound machine to ultrasound the snakes so you can see the length of their follicles, see if they have eggs for breeding. So you can get really, really in depth with it. If you guys have questions about being a ball python breeder or like if it's worth it or anything else, I hope this video is kind of informative and kind of helps you. I've definitely lost a ton of money doing it. I don't regret it at all because it's been a fun learning experience, because that's how you learn, by going through stuff like this. But yeah, that's what I would suggest for any of you out there. The next step is this wall over here. On Monday, I am picking up a Croc monitor. So we have the black dragon right here behind us, just chilling out, watching us. He's a super sweetheart. But here we're gonna put a Croc monitor. So we have to move these enclosures, get this all set up for his pickup on Monday. So it's gonna be super, super cool. Because now I feel like I have the big 3, right? I have Bell's Face Lace monitor, black dragon, and Croc. The only thing left would be Komodo dragon, but we're not doing that. Also, pro tip, I'm gonna show you guys now what I'm gonna buy for him. Getting an enclosure last minute is like literally impossible for a giant sized lizard. So we're gonna revert back to one of these categories here. I'm gonna make some homemade custom cages though for my animals, and I think I'm gonna actually eventually have those available for you guys if you guys wanna buy custom enclosures built or plans from me. I'm actually getting a couple of builders to help me do it, so they're gonna be primo quality. I'm gonna show you how much money these things actually cost if you need to do a quick setup for a big lizard like this that actually will house them in something that's reasonably sized. Because you can see the black dragon, like, he has a really good amount of room in here. Yes, let's cut to the laptop where I show you what I'm purchasing for the sick lizard I'm gonna get here. Because bear in mind, a big reptile enclosure is gonna run you about $2,000+. This is exactly the category that I have for literally 3 of my big lizards right now. It's only $250 and it will be delivered tomorrow. The only thing that I do is I put a piece of plywood on the floor just to like seal the whole thing in, and with 2 of them I put them on wheels. It's thick enough, they can't get out. It has a door with hinges. $250, like, it's unbeatable. For a little bit of fun with a Croc. I don't think orange will pass. Gray we're gonna pass, but let's get a little bit funky with it. We'll get a gothic one with like red inserts and stuff. But I'm gonna pick this up, be here tomorrow, build that thing out, and get the Croc all nice and sorted. Until then, catch you later.